let's talk about some of those changes with how people feel about the world and how things are changing. A lot of things are changing at the moment, economically, socially speaking. How people feel on the ground is pretty uncertain. A lot of people I speak to are feeling more and more uncertain about their job, their place in the world. They're feeling pretty uncertain about the life they're going to be able to build, and they've got big rents, they've got big mortgages, especially if you look at a place like Australia, if you look at the east and west coast of America, where a lot of people are struggling to even rent a place, especially if you're talking about San Francisco and New York. So I think there are a lot of concerns, and people are feeling a bit down about how they're going to build a life, and then they obviously come to me and before 5 a.m. and try and solve those problems. So the first thing you want to do, I suppose, if you're rebuilding your life and trying to work out what to do over the next decade, the first place to look is to work out what you want and what's important to you. Too many times when I'm working with someone or helping a group of people rebuild their life, they're so focused on what the world wants for them, but they forget to do what matters to them. I feel the model for financial freedom and building a life will change over the next 10 years. And you're starting to see that with the millennials, and that's mainly because a lot of them have a very different value system, but they also aren't able to participate in the economy the same way that their parents did or grandparents did. So I think one of the big things is you've got to identify what it is you want to do, what it is you want to create. And I say this like a broken record every day of the week, but you've got to be able to take money out of the equation. Too many people I speak to, they work in professional services or they're in IT or they're coding for some reason. And I always ask them, did you grow up wanting to code a computer and learn how to build a website or whatever you do? And some of them love it, but a lot of them are just doing it so that they can make ends meet and earn a paycheck. So I'd say in the next decade you've got to be a bit more creative and chase what you want, and maybe you won't be a millionaire or a billionaire at the end of it, but most people aren't going to be. Being a millionaire and a billionaire, building big brands like before 5 a.m. is not easy. Most people don't want to build before 5 a.m. They want to build a cool little following, and they want to help and teach and inspire and travel around the world and be I think they call them digital nomads, or have a great lifestyle and maybe own a few cars and have a house and have a great relationship and have a couple of healthy and beautiful kids and have the financial freedom to live that life. Building big brands and becoming a multi-millionaire or billionaire like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk and those guys, that's for a very small select few who are willing to go through the pain and push themselves to the limit, which most people aren't used to. But when we talk to the average person, what they want to do is just have a great life, have a great quality of life, and be able to share that with people they love and have a sense of significance, just enough significance to feel good. Any more than that, then usually that's pressure and they don't like that. So, I'd say go out and do what you love. Go and build a life which is meaningful to you, and the money, it doesn't matter if it comes or not, just have enough to do what you do, because you're going to be on this planet for 60, 70, 80 years. Some of you will be on this planet for 110 years, 120 years. So you might as well do what you like, because most of it is work. Every day I wake up, there's a million things I could do, but there's nothing I'd love to do more than work, because that's all I have. Friends, they come and go. People, you hang out with, they come and go. People you work for come and go. But your work is a constant in your life, so enjoy it. Wake up in the morning, enjoy doing your work, and if you don't find any joy, doing your work because you don't like the job you're doing, then work on yourself, work on your art, do something in your free time which inspires you. And I think that's the key to winning the next decade. If you want to win the next decade, do what you love. Do what is meaningful to you. And when I say do what you love, it's not a throwaway line like, go and travel the world and become some sort of food blogger. I'm talking about something of meaning and substance to you. So whatever that looks like, go out there and do it and see what your life can become. Because when you find your purpose, when you do what you like, when you live in that space, anything's possible. And the door and the opportunities open time and time again when you find your gift, your calling, and you do the things you love. And I love waking up in the morning every day and working on before 5 a.m., helping millions of people. I like working on all the JDG corporate stuff we have to do. I like coaching and training and consulting at the high level that we do all over the world. So, whatever it is, do it. And if you want to do something else because you're over what you did over the last 10 years, then change. Do something else, because you're going to have to give yourself that permission. You have to give yourself permission to do what it is you want to do. And unfortunately, your mum, your dad, your bank manager, whoever it is, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, they're usually not going to give you permission to go and be yourself and do what you want to do. And if you fail, if you fall, then at least you're doing what you want to do. At least you're in the industry you want to be in. At least you're a lot closer to the thing you want to create and share for the world. And I feel that's the definition of winning. I've always said that, and that philosophy is the reason why we're here today, and the reason why I can build the company I'm able to build and have built at the moment. So keep going, and if you don't know what you want to do, I'd say sit your butt down and work it out. That's a good place to start. Grab a blueprint, sit down, grab a pen and paper, and work out what it is you want to build, what you want to create, what you want to share. And if you go and do that, and you'll be happy.